finish off this introductory section, I just want to make sure you know where to go if you ever need help when you're working in Excel. Because let's face it, we all need a little bit of help sometimes. It might be that you're not sure what a particular command does. Or maybe you know the command that you want to use, but you don't know which ribbon it's located on. Or maybe you just want to do some additional reading about a command so that you know if it's going to be fit for purpose. And there are a few different ways that we can get help in Excel. Now, two of them we've already kind of had a little look at. The most basic way to get some help is by hovering over any of the commands in this ribbon. These screen tips in themselves are help. If you just want to know what a command does, the screen tips are going to show you this information. For example, I'm hovered over Merge and Center. I can see underneath a short description, and it tells me that if I click this button, it's going to combine and center the contents of the selected cells in a new, larger cell. This is a great way to create a label that spans multiple columns. And if I want any more information, if I want a bit more detail, notice that I have this little Tell Me More link at the bottom. If I click this, it's going to jump straight into the Excel help files and to the exact place in these help files that I need. So now I get help on merge and unmerge cells. And notice in here I have a little tutorial video that I can play, and then underneath I have some instructional text that walks me through the process step by step of how to merge cells and also unmerge cells. So these screen tips are a really great way to get a quick look at what it does, and if you need more information, you have the Tell Me More link at the bottom. And you'll notice that you have this for all of these commands. Conditional formatting, I have a Tell Me More link. If I go to font color, I have a Tell Me More link. So a really nice way of getting to help. Now these help files can also be accessed by pressing the F1 key on your keyboard. And if you have the help ribbon showing at the top, notice that the first command on here is basically what you get when you press the F1 key. It's exactly the same thing. We do have some other options on this help ribbon as well. So if you're in the US, you might want to use this contact support option. Now I'm in the UK, and unfortunately, this feature isn't supported if you're outside the US. We have a feedback section. So this is where we can provide some feedback to Microsoft, maybe about features that we think could be improved. We have a show training section. So this is super useful if you're looking for a little bit of training in the form of video files. You can come into here and you can search for what it is that you're looking for. So maybe I want to find a video that's going to show me how to format a table. I can click on the link to format an Excel table, and we'll say there isn't a video for everything that you search for, but at the very least you will get step-by-step instructions. Now we also have a group here called Community, and these are going to take you to external websites. So if we click on the Community command, it's going to open up a web browser and jump me straight across to the Microsoft Excel community. And this is where I can come to get some really good information. I can become a member, I can start discussions. So if I have a particular issue, I could post it here and get help from the Excel community. So a really nice little option there. I could choose Excel blog. Again, this is going to jump me across to the Microsoft web page and to the blog specifically about Excel. And blog posts are posted here on a frequent basis, and it's a great place to come if you're interested in keeping up to date with new things in Excel and you're somebody who enjoys reading blog posts. And then finally, we have the Suggest a Feature button, which again allows you to make some suggestions to Microsoft. Now, aside from all of these options for help, we have a couple of other options. Now, notice at the top of the screen, we have a search bar. Now, if you're clicked somewhere down here on your Excel spreadsheet and you want to quickly jump up to that search area, notice the keyboard shortcut Alt-Q. It's going to pull your cursor up to the top. So what I can do here is I can search for something in Excel. So maybe I want to know how to format a table again. And what this will do is it will find if what I've typed is a command that exists in Excel. So format as a table is an actual command, and it's listed up here, and it basically jumps me straight to the command that I need. It also gives me some other selections that are similar to what I've typed. It's also going to show me any Excel files I have that contain the words format a table. And if I want to get some help on this, I can also get help from here simply by clicking Get Help on Format a Table. And it's going to pop open that help area again. Now, the final way that you can get help is what we call contextual help. So let me show you an example. If I click the diagonal arrow in the bottom corner of this font group, notice that in this Format Cells dialog box, I have a little question mark icon. I have a question mark symbol. And if I hover my mouse over this symbol, it says help. And what this does is it provides contextual help. So because I'm in the Format Cells dialog box, clicked on the Font tab, when I click on Help from here, it's going to find me help related to the Font dialog box, which is where I currently am. So that option is a great way of getting contextual help. Notice that if I do the same thing in this alignment group, which is basically the Format Cells dialog box again, we're just on a different tab. If I click the question mark this time, it's going to open up a web page and take me to the correct page of help information. So those are all of the ways that you can obtain help when you're working in Excel.